everybody, and welcome to day 264 of Rhys' stories. And today I'm dressing up as Moany McMoan. Well, actually, Flannery sent this to me in the post, and it says Moany McMoan-The on it. And today I'm going to be reading you the last chapter of this book called Moany McMoan-The School Tour, written and illustrated by Flannery. And thank you to Flannery. And today I'm going to be reading you chapter 18. Once Coach Ferguson checked that everybody was back on the bus and had counted everybody 3 times. We headed off for the maze challenge. This time, though, he let us sit wherever we wanted. Though he did put Pete out of the driver's seat, I started to get really excited. Now that I am anyway competitive. It wasn't too long before I saw a big sign for the maze challenge. Pete was still acting strange. Wincy was still holding on to his bag. Laura had changed her clothes and Michael had managed not to get sick yet. It wasn't too long before I got to find out what Pete was up to. Turns out the little packages he had were full of sneezing powder and itching powder. Pete had waited long enough. He was just about to throw it at me when the bus hit a speed ramp. The powders went up in the air and went all over Pete. Straight away he started sneezing, achoo! And then he started scratching. He sneezed, achoo! And scratched the whole way to the maze challenge. Epic fail. Mr. O'Rourke came over to check if he was okay. Must be the pollen, said Pete. Mr. O'Rourke just shrugged. His shoulders sat down. When we arrived, Coach Ferguson told us all to line up again. Maybe he thought we managed to lose someone on the bus. One of the leaders from the maze challenge came over to us. Hey, you guys, he shouted. I'm Damo and I am your leader today. He was wearing the brightest orange t-shirt and mad shorts that had blue, yellow, red and pink stripes. He talked really funny and really loudly. Okay, peeps, we are gonna have loads of super-duper fun today. He said, hands up if you think you can beat the maze challenge, he asked. Everybody put their hands up, including Coach Ferguson. Sorry, Jude, Damo said to Coach Ferguson, you are too big and maybe too old. Damo lined us all up and started giving us all numbers from 1 to 4. Right, all the ones go there. 2's over there, 3's beside the sign, and 4's beside the big rock, he said. He gave us all a little map which had instructions on it. We all had a good look at the map, except Pete, who was holding his upside down. There are 3 challenges today. A mental challenge, a physical challenge, and a skill challenge. First up is the mental challenge. Coach Ferguson replied, they all drive me mental. No challenge needed. Don't mind him, said Damo. Right over here is a platform and over there is another platform. You have to all cross from one platform to the other, using these 2 planks of wood, but without touching the ground in the middle. First team across wins a glass triangle. It took ages and we all fell off the planks loads of times, but Alexander eventually worked it out. We pushed one plank out as far as we could. 2 of us stood on one end Michelle, the smallest in our group, then walked the plank like they do in the pirate movies. Then she put the other plank on top of the first one until it reached the other side. She ran across to the other side. She stood on that plank so it wouldn't touch the ground. Then the next person went across. We had a few wobbles, but we made it first. Triangle number 1 to us. Yes! Game 2 was simple. Well, simple for a natural sportsman like me. There was a big pole sticking up out of the ground, and we had to throw small hula hoops from a platform onto the pole. First team to get 5 hoops on wins. Pete kept hitting the pole. He was getting madder and madder each time he missed. Michael was half afraid to throw a hoop. Michelle couldn't even get the hoop as far as the pole. Sadly, they were on my team. Laura was on Wingy's team, though. I was just about to tell her the best way to do it, but she just waved at me away. I got this, she said. She spun the hoop over her head and let go. It went high up into the air. We all watched it fly towards the pole, and swoosh, it landed perfectly. Girl power, said Laura, and gave all her team a high five, even Pete. Triangle number 2 to them. No! Demo came over to us all. Okay, lads and lazies, it's time for game 3. You will need to get changed into your old gear because it's the river run. You are gonna get wet and dirty on this one, said Demo. There are 4 sets of flags, team 1 are red, team 2 are yellow, team 3 are blue. And last but by not means least, team 4 are green. First runner has to get through the river, capture their flag and run back to base and put it into the holder. Then the next person has to get flag 2 and do the same. Whichever team puts all 5 flags in the holders wins. Meet back here in 5 minutes after you have changed. You are not going to believe what happened next. The secret of Wingy's bag was revealed. Out he came in a wetsuit, goggles, and a snorkel. Guess who won't be wet and cold, said Wingy. Damo started giggling. Of course that started everybody giggling. Right, shouted Wingy. Let's get this race going. He looked really angry. The first 4, including Wingy, lined up. Ready, steady, go! Shouted Damo. The 4 jumped into the river, but unfortunately for Wingy, the water didn't even come up as far as his knee. He looked like a total idiot. They all carried on and started bringing back the flags. It was neck and neck. There was loads of slipping and sliding, muck going everywhere. I was last on our team, and Pete was last on team 2. Excuse me. I jumped in, so did he. I slipped and fell face first into the water. I got up as quick as I could. Pete managed to get his flag before me. Oh no, I can't let him win. I would never hear the end of it. Bad enough he already thinks he's a hero. I could hear Alexander and the rest of my team shouting at me. I grabbed the flag, turned, and started running as fast as my 2 legs would let me. I was catching up on Pete, but the finish line was coming up fast. Just as Pete was about to step onto the platform, a frog jumped up in front of him. Pete slipped and fell right back into the river. The frog jumped again and landed right on Pete's head. Luckily, I just about managed to get the flag into the holder. Winners again! Damo presented our team the big trophy, which was actually the 3 triangles stuck together to make an even bigger triangle. Coach Ferguson took a photo of the winning team, which yours truly in the middle, holding the trophy. I could really get used to this picture. Taking like still a hero. Summer holidays are coming up really soon. I wonder if I will have more adventures to tell you all about. The maze challenge, and there's me holding the big cup. I'm just joking. And yes, that was the last chapter. And yes, I hope you enjoyed that last chapter. And tomorrow I will be starting more Christmas stories. And I think this book was very good because of the maze challenge and the school tour. And I think I saw the in a minute there now. Just a second, I think I see the in a minute. Oh yeah, here it is, I think. Yeah, there's in a minute. That's what it's saying on my top. In a minute, and it's the same person. So I hope you enjoyed that second book of Ray Flannery's, and tomorrow I'll be starting. I'll be starting to read your lovely Christmas stories. So bye everybody.